Before we get into building content in your course, let's have a look at how you might want to structure your content. Here's an example of our marketing analytics course, and I'm looking at it from the learner view. Over on the left-hand side, you can see at the top, we've got our overall program information, our course feeds, posts and announcements, the calendar containing any important dates, and the learner cohort. A little further down, you can see I've got a number of different pages set up, and I've used a few dividers throughout just for signposting. So I've put all of our assessment information together. They've got modules that they need to complete each week, so I've put them under a different divider, and then we've got some further study at the end. So just to clarify that hierarchy, we've got dividers, then we've got pages. Let's take a look at a page. Here's an example of one of our weekly modules. Introduction to Marketing Analytics. This is all set up as one section. Alternatively, you may wish to have a number of different sections on one page. In this page here, you can see that we've got a few different sections. We've got one about the Analytics Challenge, and then we've got Marketing Basics and Webinar 1 at the bottom. You'll see that the section here has 5 remaining required activities. I can see each of our activities. And then I've also created what's known as a content page. If we head over to the content page, you can see that this is just a further page of resources, but it's broken away from the main page. This is particularly handy when you have a lot of resources or you've got some text-heavy content to make sure that your main page doesn't end up overwhelming for your learners. Let's take a look at these from Edit View. Over on the side, you can see where I've got each of my dividers and my pages. If you want to change the order of any of these, you can do so by clicking and dragging. To add new pages or dividers, you can do so here, creating a new page or a new divider. You also have the option to copy whole pages from other programs. To do this, click Copy Page, and then select the program which you'd like to copy from. This will create a copy of that entire page over here in this program. To set up your sections, click at the bottom of the screen to add a section or session. Within each section, you can add learning activities, which we'll cover in a separate video. To create that content page, which I showed earlier, click over on the right to create a new content page. For reference, here's how you edit a content page. Very similar to how you would add your activities to a normal section, but you've got it over here in a separate section. A few tips for structuring your content. Make sure you include helpful instructional text throughout so that learners know where they should be learning and about the flow of the program. I like to use dividers where possible to clearly signpost the different parts of the course. When it comes to naming your pages, you might want to use descriptive topic titles like I have here, or if they're, for example, weekly modules, you might put week 1, week 2, week 3. And then within those pages, you can use sections and content pages to break up your content so it's easy to follow. And those are a few tips for structuring your program in Academy.